before. We just went up to Macquarie Pass. The roads are super wet, and it's double demerits, and the cafe is closed, so it's been a bit of a shitty day, but we're still riding, so it's still pretty good. I just want to talk about what the next chapter of this channel is going to be. So I get my full license in about a month and a half, and I'm looking at upgrading bikes. I just don't know what I'm going to get yet. So what I'm thinking about is an MT-09 SP. What else are we thinking? S1000. Oh, I took that a little bit wide. An S1000 RR or an R1. So once I get my full license, I'm going to test all the bikes out and just really go from there. I just wanted to let you know the MT-07 might be leaving the channel. It might not be, just depends. It depends really what's gonna, I don't know what's gonna happen. I kind of want to upgrade. I'm leaning towards the S1000 RR, only because you're getting more for, so the S1000 RR Sports is like 31,000 or 30,000. The R1 is 29, and where the S1000 you get cruise control, heated grips, you got like fuel gauge, you got all this other stuff that like a lot of the other sports bikes don't have. Oh, the road's slowly drying up actually. It's not as wet. So yeah, you're getting a lot more for a little price difference. But the difference is the R1. The R1 sounds a lot better. So like purely off sound is like I could get the R1 just because I preferred the look of the R1 and the sound of the R1. The only problem is I'm a pretty short rider, so having the S1000 the S1000 sits a little bit lower, about 25mm difference, so like that's not a lot, but it kind of is when you're sitting on a bike and you're not tippy-toeing. I think the R1 I have to tippy-toe. The S1000 not really. I might let this rider behind me go. I gotta remember it is still a little bit wet. And it is double demerits. So I got here about 2 hours ago and the roads are pretty wet. Seems to have dried up a little bit, but not a lot. So we're just taking it easy. I'm just chatting with yous. And then a couple of my mate, the other guy that rides on the MT-07, he's getting an SP, MT-09 SP next month as well. He's gets on his full license in June, so he's getting an SP. The other guy we ride with, Dan, he has an SP, and the more I ride with him, the more I like him. Like the sounds good. They've got more than enough power for the road. Got like wheelie control, traction control, ABS, corner ABS, slide control. That's also another bike I'm looking at getting. The only thing is I don't really like the naked bikes don't look that bad, but I prefer sports bikes. I reckon sports bikes look like I love sports bikes. The look of sports bikes, how they look so aggressive, I just love them. So I'm gonna test ride an 09 as well. I just don't know. The V4s are another option as well. The problem is they're so expensive for exhaust, so expensive for parts. Being an Italian bike, it's always in, like, if you're trying to like buy parts or trying to modify your bike, you're waiting like 3 months for bloody parts. So that's like a reason I'm not going towards the V4s. That was a cool bird. I'm really leaning towards like a R1 or a black S1000RR. Well, I would probably get the race edition. So you get like the forged wheels, and I think you get a little bit of like the... Actually, I don't know if it's just the forged wheels, actually. It could just be forged wheels. Or you get like a bit of the M package specs or parts. I don't know if it's like the levers and that come standard. But yeah, eventually. So what I'll do is I'm gonna obviously document all of this. So this will all go on YouTube. So once I get my full license, we'll go test ride an R1. I'll give you guys my thoughts. Test ride the MT-09, same thing, and test ride the S1000RR. So I am 5'7". I weigh 68 kilos. So like I said, I am quite a short rider. Like on my MT-07, I can almost flat foot. Yeah, I'd say I'd almost be able to flat foot. The only difference, so that seat height on an MT-07 is 805 or 8010, 805. I think the seat height on the S1000s are 825 high or 835, and then the seats on the R1 are 860 or 855. So yeah, I've sat on both bikes, on the S1000 and the R1. The R1 definitely is definitely tippy toes. S1000 is not, but it's still not flat foot. The other thing is the S1000 is not as aggressive seat position. Where the R1 I think is very aggressive. So yeah, there's just a lot to consider. I will not in a massive rush. Then the other thing is, if I keep the MT-07, I will probably start doing a little bit of more modifications to it. The reason I haven't made any more, like done any more modifications, is because I'm thinking of selling it. I don't want to keep putting more money into the bike where you're not going to get the value back. So I will probably put this up for sale next month and just see what happens. If I get a good, like someone buys it for a good price, then I'll obviously upgrade. So the mods I will do if I do keep the bike is I'll get like a quick release gas cap. I'm going to get quick shifter. Maybe do the suspension, because I think that's where the bike's lacking, is the suspension. What else? That's really it for the MT-07. There's not many more mods you can do. Maybe add a little bit of carbon fiber. But other than that, that's basically going to be the bike. The bike will be fully done. I'm going to quickly, I'll probably go up further because I don't get any reception here. So I'm going to stop talking because we're going to start going quicker. But if you liked the video, or leave like a comment on which bike you would get. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Maybe that guy's doing laps. Possibility. highway time, highway time. I need to pee real bad. I've got about 25 minutes to home, so suck it in, boys, suck it in.